In the upper left part of the timeline, there is the View Timeline option menu. Let's break it down in detail. Display stacked timelines adds tabs for other timelines. Very convenient when editing large projects. Afterwards, we can combine timelines simply by dragging the needed timeline into the file manager. We cannot add a new timeline while the previous one is empty. On the right, there is an icon that adds a new timeline. This allows us to view 2 video tracks at the same time. Display subtitles. Track shows hides the subtitle track. Display audio waveforms turns on/off the audio waveform display. Thumbnail view controls sequence display modes. There are 3 modes. The first shows frames of the video on the clip. The second shows only the first and last frame. The third shows only a schematic representation of the clip. Viewer background sets the background color under the clips. Fixed playhead enables or disables fixing the playhead in the center of the timeline. When fixed, we can move clips relative to the playhead. Otherwise, we can move freely across the timeline. Next are audio waveform display modes. You can display waveforms in one direction or in 2 directions if that's more convenient. You can also enable a function that highlights the boundary where the audio volume approaches 0, which can be useful. The last item is the size of the video and audio track display. Here we adjust the height of all tracks. Directly to the left of the timeline is the track control panel. The first line shows the project time. By default, it starts at 1 hour, but this can be changed in the settings. However, the changes will take effect only when creating a new timeline. By right-clicking, we can add 1 or more tracks, a subtitle track, remove empty tracks, move them, and assign colors. A track is also created automatically when we simply drag a file into an empty area. Each track has a name that we can change. Below it, you can also see information about the number of clips on the track. Here we can completely disable a track or mute the audio track, enable or disable sync mode. This function works together with trim edit mode and is useful when we need to resize a clip without affecting other tracks. Lock track changes and select the tracks we are currently working with. For example, to cut a clip. Also, when copying a clip, it is inserted right after the playhead on the same track. However, if the source track is inactive, the clip is pasted onto the selected track